Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your Sunday. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. Lincoln County authorities are urging drivers to be extra cautious on the roads this weekend. The Sheriff's Department posted this photo on social media last night of a rollover. It was one of many calls deputies responded to along Interstate 29 and county roads involving crashes and cars sliding into the ditch. They're telling drivers to slow down because of icy conditions. The Sioux Falls Development Foundation has purchased more land to expand Foundation Industrial Park. The Development Foundation bought another 200 acres of land next to the park, one tract to the north and another to the east. Having all the additional land makes it easier to attract large companies to set up operations in South Dakota. Companies like Amazon can buy the land directly from the Development Foundation. The executive director says he believes Sioux Falls will continue to grow at a fast pace.
I think we've got a reputation now of progression and growth and those types of good things. The Midwest has been a good place for people to grow. South Dakota has been a good place. Our governor has done us a great service in kind of promoting us as a great state, as other governors as well. But I think we're really kind of starting to show up on the radar of a few more companies and site selectors and things now. So I think that the future looks pretty good.
Munt says they're currently talking with companies looking at moving to South Dakota. Some Sioux Falls girls had the chance to live the college experience by spending the day on the campus of SDSU. The 8th grade basketball players from Ben Rifle, McGovern, and Whittier Middle Schools toured the campus on Saturday. Their visit included stops at Frost Arena, plus a chance to meet with SDSU students to learn about college life. Their visit was capped off by attending the SDSU versus USD rival basketball game. Their tour was sponsored by the nonprofit Promising Futures Fund.
We take students to SDSU, USD, Dakota State University, and Augustana. And it's an opportunity to expose them to what college life is like, both on the academic side and the non-academic side. It's an opportunity to open their eyes to what's possible for their future.
After the game, the students were able to meet members of the SDSU women's team. The girls said it was exciting to see the college athletes from both teams play. Some Rapid City grade schoolers have come up with the name for the police department's newest member. Last week, the General Beadle Elementary students met the Rapid City Police Department's new canine, a 3-year-old Dutch Shepherd born in the Netherlands. The students were tasked to come up with a name for the drug dog, and now police have announced the winning entry, Hooney, short for Hoonigan, which is the name of a racing organization. The two runner-up entries were Jupiter and Smokey. Let's take our first look at the forecast now. Meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. It's a quiet start to your Sunday out there with cloud cover gradually on the way in, and then we'll have to watch the start of the new week for a little bit of wintry weather. But let's kick things off with a beautiful Sunday morning sunrise. I will never get tired of looking at this. Lake Madison, the view this morning, 27 with a south wind at 14 miles per hour. This is some postcard stuff right there. Not to be outdone, Great Bear is also looking nice this morning as they get ready for another day of winter activities. 34 here in Sioux Falls with a south wind at 14 miles per hour. 26 at the Capitol, 25 in Mulbridge, 10 warmer though as you head toward Faith. 31 in Yankton, Huron, 29 along with Brookings, Watertown, and Aberdeen. 33 Rapid City, 32 in Spearfish. A little on the breezy side along and east of I-29. That southerly wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour in many locations. Calmer to the west with a more westerly breeze. But we're going to keep an eye on a few things as we go through the next couple of days. The first coming around later tonight, which is not quite on radar yet, but it'll be something to watch as we head into your Monday morning outlook. Then we're also going to watch the later part of this upcoming week. Details on that coming up in your full forecast.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Well, it's been 1 week now since the South Dakota State Jackrabbits football team claimed the FCS national title in Frisco, Texas. SDSU took down the Bison 45-21 in front of thousands of loyal fans. From the pep rally to the tailgate and the game and to the welcome home celebration, it's a moment Jackrabbit Nation will never forget. KELOLAND's Carter Schmidt and Grant Sweeter were there for the coverage of the big game. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Carter looks back at some of the weekend's biggest moments and the celebrations that followed. Be sure to watch tonight at 10. The South Dakota Bicycle Summit will bring biking enthusiasts from 3 states to Sioux Falls today. The summit begins at noon at the downtown Orpheum Theater and includes vendors, panels, and workshops. Admission is free. The Rescue Network is hosting a dog adoption event in Sioux Falls. It's taking place at PetSmart at Dolly Farm Village from noon to 3. VFW Post 628 is hosting an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast. Serving time is from 8:30 to noon at the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance. The cost is $8 for adults, $2 for children. Later at the Alliance, the VFW's Military Order of the Cooties is serving a lamb chislic feed from 3 to 6 p.m. The cost is $8, $9 for chislic with fries. The Dakota Territory Gun Collectors Association is hosting the Brookings Gun Show. It's taking place inside the Swiftel Center from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Admission is $10. Adam?
Well, we're going to continue to watch as cloud cover increases over the course of your day. But for now, like what we saw on our Sioux Falls and Lake Madison cameras, we do have some sunshine in place. It is going to be fleeting, though, as we go through Futurecast. You'll notice we'll have that cloud cover building in bit by bit, not to mention moisture, mainly in the form of rain at first to the west, where we'll have high temperatures in the 40s to near 50. Unless you're out toward the hills, that may start off with some snow in the higher elevations. Then we focus our attention to central and eastern KELOLAND as we get some mixing to occur. We'll watch the thermometer very carefully tonight, as that's going to heavily dictate who sees what, with temperatures near, if not just a little bit below freezing. This then pushes further to the east on Monday. We'll pause right at your lunch hour. You notice some mixing, Sioux Falls to Marshall and the Watertown, rain, or rather snow, mainly out toward Huron into Aberdeen. And that snow will stick around as we head into Tuesday morning, especially up in northeastern portions of South Dakota. In terms of snow totals, we're not looking at anything too substantial. Generally an inch or so Huron points north, less than an inch the further south you go. Also a little bit more toward the hills, where they can see 2 to 4. Also 2 to 4 not out of the question toward the North Dakota border, Aberdeen to Britain, Hecla, into Sisseton and Ortonville. But we're also going to watch the potential for icing in southeastern KELOLAND. Less than 1/10 of an inch expected, but it's not going to take much to cause roads to get rather slippery. We'll also watch southwestern Minnesota as a little bullseye of heavier moisture may increase that potential for a little more icing. So keep an eye out on updates for the Monday-Tuesday outlook. It may get a little messy at times, but then we're going to watch Thursday, especially to the southeast, for a chance to see a little more snow, but more on that in a moment. Highs today in the 30s to the east, 40s to near 50 out west, with overnight low temperatures dropping into the 20s to low 30s, pretty close to, if not just a little bit below freezing. Highs on Monday in the low to mid 30s in many locations, and that moisture will gradually get on out of here through the evening. Here's your 7-day forecast. A few flurries possible early Tuesday, but beyond that, mainly quiet Tuesday and Wednesday. For now, we're leaving in that small chance for snow on Thursday, but know that is very much subject to change due to the fact that we've been getting some flip-flopping on the track of low pressure for Thursday morning and afternoon. Just keep an eye on that as we go through the next couple of days. Beyond that, though, it's pretty quiet and more seasonable with temperatures in the 20s. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.